Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Michigan's offense takes the field. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Now, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and get these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12, but all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
On this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. They're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups, because that time the defense won. We're able to high point the football, creating the interception.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. The pull and throw off the RPO. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And the defense dragged him down. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking for a crease to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Davis looking to pass. Pulls it in. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up to the passing.
Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. The Yellow Jackets will go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback keeper. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they explode on 22. And now on first down after converting with the run.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Throws toward the end zone. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great. The quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Davis will throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter and Georgia Tech has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap. They've been making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Give to the single back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Power football with the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole, he's there for his job, and you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back, you got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Right down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gotten out everybody right now in the same play.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Hines is back in the middle. At the 45 on his way. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one as tackle was finally made. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! What a catch and run for 6. And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Leaves it with the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious. When he pulls the ball down, he can go shoot up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. I'd say just plain old threat. He is a problem.
Man, and you're putting, at a younger age, you're putting your quarterback now, the best athlete on the field, at the quarterback spot, so he can go make plays, and he's used to playing quarterback and throwing the ball and been doing it his whole life.
Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
Razor. In blue.
Motion from the offense. Now from inside the red zone. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
What a throw by the QB. You think he could?
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Troy.
You're
boy, KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start this drive firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 here. Davis looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Big plays in the passing game deep down the field that take time to develop. The big hog mollies up front got to protect their quarterback. Great job protecting him on that play.
They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Clear. Let's go. Check, check.
He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Just threw that one way too far.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Looking for blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really... He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
This kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think...
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
He's just Johnny on the spot, and now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half.
29 Philly. Go!
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Now improvising. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket, He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
Terrier. Here we go. Hawk, hawk.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great here, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. Out of the end zone. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's complete to the right.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He'll take a deep shot here. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the stomping has commenced.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know. But again, the going to run the football. He's good to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Tamatova. Gets it to the back. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He looks that one in nicely.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Hand off from the shotgun. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. It's complete. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And the punishment has been extended. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to throw. It's Tamatova. Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like them trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Looking for a gap. It's Welch. Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Got the first down and more. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And the route is on.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers, they came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The RPO, it's complete. Got room at the 35. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the pummeling has started.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Ready, go!
Oh, it's a reverse. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Hey! Unlock!
Give to the back. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. First down to start the drive after the break.
Here we go!
He wants to throw. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Back to pass, it's Amatova. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman, game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's off to the races. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable.
Decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'll throw it on first down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the beatdown has ensued.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
As a defense, a lot of times you're coming to the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Sings it complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw. It's Tamatova. They're bringing it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now rolling to the left. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wide out in motion. right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the stomping has commenced. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Wolverines will punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. A designed run for the quarterback. Gets it past the marker. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense is first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Ready?
Now on 2nd down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action on it, right? If I fake this pass and run it up the gutter, I can throw it and just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Feeling some heat. Got rid of it just in time. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quick release by the QB. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Jackrabbit. Go!
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Pressure coming. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Amatova trying to get to him. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Timeout on the field and 4 takes left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Using his feet. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort